Hello, welcome back to DIS. This Idiot Speaks. So last week we just did the channel trailer. I hope you enjoyed that. I also noticed that you guys don't watch past the second minute. I feel offended by that, but also I feel that should be how it is. I make 20-minute videos, you watch 2 minutes because I'm an idiot and I don't know better. Anywho, this week we are doing back to Barbarians. This one is the Path of the Blood Drinker. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go in on it. The Path of the Blood Drinker. It has long been known among many tribal warriors that no better path to power exists than consuming the blood of a conquered foe. Some practice ancient rituals and solemnly consume their foe's heart, while others simply guzzle blood like ale in a crazed frenzy. But any of the blood rituals these barbarians undertake can transform some into demonic killers that steal life and power from the blood on their blade. Many blood drinkers find that the blood ritual not only granted them great power, but also altered their body in a minor way. If your DM allows, you can choose up to one of the following signs of your blood ritual that you forever carry. There is a d6 of the signs of blood. One is you have small horns sprouting from your head. 2, your teeth are all sharpened to eerie points. 3, you always smell like fresh blood. 4, small flimsy spines protrude from your back. 5, your skin is deep red instead of its normal hue. And 6, thin patches of demonic fur or scales can be found on your shin, forearms, and neck. Some blood drinkers begin to manifest strange changes while they are raging as a result of the strength in the blood they've consumed. You can choose up to one of the following, or one of your own, when you first enter this barbarian path. If your DM allows, you might change your selection after you drink deeply from the blood of a powerful and noteworthy foe. There is also a d6 of rage manifestations. They are 1. Your skin is covered by demonic fur or scales, representing your rage's damage resistances. 2. Your eyes glow crimson. Even your veins and arteries glow bright red through your skin. 3. Blood pours from your eyes out of your mouth. When it touches the ground, it turns to mist. 4. Your heartbeat begins to beat fiercely and loudly enough that it can be heard and felt for 30 feet. 5. With each breath, you exhale eerie red fumes that vanish quickly and harmlessly into the air. 6. Your body and weapons you wield are coated with fresh blood that can't be washed away. Next up is Blood Fury. Starting at 3rd level, if you make a melee weapon attack on your turn while you're raging, and you have no more than half of your hit points left, you add 1d8 plus half your barbarian level to the attack's roll on a hit. You can only deal bonus damage in this way once per turn. And a Brutal Harvest. At 3rd level, you gain the ability to harvest the life from the blood of enemies you slay. When you kill a creature with blood that is not tiny, using a melee weapon attack while you are raging, you can choose to regain a number of hit points equal to your Constitution modifier plus your Barbarian level, minimum 1 hit point. This feature cannot bring your current hit point total above half your maximum hit points. You can only use this feature up to a number of times equal to the number of raid uses you have each day as a barbarian. You regain all of uses of this feature when you finish a long rest. The Blood Hunt. At 6th level, you learn how to taste a soul through the smell of blood. When a creature that has blood within 15 feet of you takes damage, you can pick up the finer details of the smell, and you learn things about the creature. You instantly learn its hit points, maximum hit points, and constitution score. If its maximum hit points have been reduced, you learn that too. You can also choose to remember the scent. If you do, for the next 30 days, you gain advantage on wisdom, insight, and perception checks to determine something about that creature, or to track that creature, and on charisma, intimidation or persuasion checks against that creature. You know if the creature is within 10 miles of you, and if it is within 1 mile of you, you know how far away it is as well. You can only remember a number of blood scents equal to twice your wisdom modifier, minimum 1. You can forget a scent at any time. Demonic Aspect. At 10th level, your body takes on a demonic change as your blood power grows stronger with each consumption. Choose one of the following benefits to gain permanently. Claws. You grow huge knife-like talons on your fingers and toes. These claws are retractable. You can use a bonus action on your turn to hide or reveal them. While they are revealed, you gain a base climbing speed of 30 feet that you must have at least one free hand to use. And your unarmed strikes are a special melee weapon that you are proficient with, which deals slashing damage equal to 1d10 plus your strength modifier. Fangs. Your teeth lengthen into huge ghoulish fangs that struggle to fit into your closed mouth. You can survive on meals made of rotting meat, blood, or old bones and suffer no ill effects, including diseases or poisons. You have advantage on charisma intimidation ability checks made against creatures that have seen your teeth, and your bite is a natural weapon which you can use to make unarmed strikes. You have proficiency with this bite, and it deals piercing damage equal to 1d10 plus your strength modifier. Wings. You grow a pair of gigantic, leathery, bat-like wings from your back. You have a base flying speed of 30 feet. And finally, Gore Strike. At 14th level, you learn how to channel your own blood into your power, your own blood into your weapon, and crush your opponents with overwhelming power. When you hit with a melee weapon attack while you're raging, you can choose to expend a hit die without regaining hit points. You take 1d12 necrotic damage which cannot be reduced by resistance or immunity. Then roll the hit die. You increase the attack's damage roll by the amount rolled on the hit die plus twice your constitution modifier. And a side note is critical gore strikes. Some abilities, effects, or rules may enable you to roll the bonus damage dice from the Gore Strike feature multiple times, such as when you activate the feature to benefit a critical hit. Whenever you roll the damage dice from Gore Strike more than once, or deal that damage more than once for a single usage, you roll the hit die you expended once for each additional roll of the bonus damage, and take damage each time. You still only expend one hit die. Alrighty. So all of those reviews and Loud Wind. No. Alright. So storyline wise, kind of like it. It makes me think of blood drinkers and berserkers. Like the traditional berserkers where they drink something and then they gain more power somehow. I like the alterations and manifestations. Those are cool. The whole story's pretty cool. How, like, if you drink blood, you become more demonic. Which kind of makes sense. You could see you becoming, like, it could be like a path of, like, the blood drinker and you're like a vampire. But I kind of like the demonic. Because they like souls, too. Alright, each feature, Blood Fury. Blood Fury is pretty powerful, especially at 3rd level. You can only do it once per turn. And you have no more than half of your hit points left. So it's only... And while you're raging. So only below half of your hit points. So you're getting, like, critical and you're, like, bursting out. Which is cool. Makes sense. Might be a little overpowered, but I think that whole caveat of less than half your hit points left, I think that balances it out. Brutal Harvest. When you kill a creature with blood, the creature has to be not tiny. Using a melee weapon attack while you're raging. That's a lot of indications, but I feel like it's a lot of stuff. You can choose to regain a number of hit points equal to con mod plus your Barbarian mod. So here 3, and it could be like 5 or 4, so like 8. Can't bring your current hit point total above half your maximum hit points. Makes sense. So you can heal up if you kill someone. And you can only do it a number of times equal to your number of rage uses you have each day. So here would be like 2, which it's nice. Next up is Blood Hunt. So you can like learn its hit points, maximum hit points, constitution score, which is cool. So you can like tell like how damaged it is. You can remember it. Advantage on insight and perception checks to discern something or track it, and intimidation or persuasion. That's a pretty interesting deal. The only thing is, like, whenever I'm in combat or whatever, I feel like you kill the people. I mean, you could run or let them go. But, let's see here. Well, you could just, like, this is really dark, but, like, capture someone, hit them, dealing damage, and then you remember the scent, and then you just let them go. So it's a little more social stuff, but I don't know how good that is. Blood Hunt does seem to be a little underpowered. Because, I mean, knowing their maximum hit points, their regular hit points, and their constitution score does help. Especially for, like, it's also like, some people are like, oh yeah, this creature's bloodied. But that's what I've been doing. 10th level Demonic Aspect. Claws, Fang, and Wings. Claws are cool, so you can retract huge claws. And you can climb. And they do a D10 as slashing. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be a magical slashing. If not, you need to have like a magic item that gives it. I don't know what that would be. I think there might, if you like multi-class into like monk, you could have it be magic damage. But I think there might be like tattoos for that. But like I would want to make sure that it's like magical slashing, which I think would be better. The Fangs, also a D10. You have advantage on intimidation checks against creatures who have seen your teeth. You can eat rotting meat, blood, or old bones, and you can survive on that. And you don't take anything from poisons or diseases, which is nice. And then wings, you just have huge wings. And you gain a base flying speed of 30 feet. So claws is climbing. Fangs is just like intimidation and survival. Then wings are flying. I think those are cool. They make sense. I don't think they're too overpowered or underpowered. I think they might be underpowered just because it doesn't say they're magical. That's the only thing for me. And then Gore Strike, you can expend your hit die and take damage. But then roll the hit die, so it will be another hit die. It's not a D. It's a D12 necrotic damage, but then you roll the hit die itself. And then you add that plus twice your constitution modifier to the damage. This is at 14th level. Which is pretty powerful, but I think it makes sense. And I like the critical Gore Strike, so like I think here if you do a critical strike, you'd roll like 3 times instead of 2 or something like that. And so here you would take 3d12 necrotic and then roll 3d12 for the constitution for the added damage. You still only expend 1. That on top of Blood Fury, which is a d8, becomes 3d. It becomes powerful. But yeah, I like it. It's cool. It is very dark. Definitely very dark. I should have done like a trigger warning about the blood. I mean, it's not like dark itself, but like the concept is drinking blood and becoming more powerful. If it should be another class, I don't think so. If it's too close to another subclass, I don't think so either. Not any official ones. Maybe the closest would be like the Path of the East. That's different. That's like lycanthropy, which is cool. So I would say I like this. Go ahead and go for it. If you like this too, let me know. If you've watched past the 2-minute mark, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, notifications, anything else. Share with friends and family if you like it. If you hated it, share with your enemies, as I said. Yeah, I'm starting an end screen thing. That'll be something else. And join me next week as we get into a little something a little more lighthearted, called the Bard College of Pining. All about like being passionate and like frivolous and kind of emo, but not really emo. But that'll be fun. Hopefully see you next week. And yeah, bye.